Hey y'all, Rowdy Riles back with another video. We are going to do a collection update. I had a collection overview last year. That was my first video on the channel. So we're going to go through and look at all the new pickups, all the less space that we have, and all that good stuff. Lots of cool stuff that I picked up this year. So there's definitely some great new additions to my collection. So with all that being said, let's jump into it and start checking it out. Hi, Frito. So we're going to start up here with all my random stuff. You can see there's some Funko Pops, which I don't really collect anymore. I don't really like them that much, but they were a cheaper alternative before I jumped into collecting figures. Some Street Sharks back there, more Funko, more Q-Figs from Loot Crates, which I don't get anymore. There's a Neca Horror copy Predator, some Rick and Morty from Funko, more Funko Pops, more Street Sharks. Two Revens from Black Series because I don't know where to put them in my collection. They don't really fit anywhere. Just a bunch of random stuff on this shelf here. This is probably the most random part of my collection. But, you know, there's a decent amount of stuff up here, so gotta show it off. This is a collection update, so I really like these. These are cool. Then we have our slightly updated endgame shelf. Still need a new War Machine. Still need a new Captain Marvel. Still need that new Tony and Thanos 2-pack so I can pull this arm swap and get that arm right here onto that new Thanos. There's my new endgame Thor, one of my top 10 figures of last year. Diamond Select Hulk, because Marvel Legends hasn't made an endgame accurate one. And even this one, you know, his arm is intact, so that's not fully accurate. But there's the Iron Spider, Rocket, a little bit of modification there. He's got Star-Lord's scarf on, just like in the movie. And yeah, you can see Ant-Man back there. Really dig this shelf. I really want to get it completely accurate to the end scene as far as the legends go, because we do have most of them now. Gave him Thor's Mjolnir, so Captain America is ready to kick some butt. Do need to get another shield that I can just tear up like the end of the movie because the shield is intact, but it's not in the movie at that point. So, and you know, those children of Thanos, the Black Order, are not fully accurate either, but I'm not going to drop all that money on that pack for another Thanos and another version of these characters. I can paint them if I want to, not going to, but yeah, endgame shelf is right there. Quick little Back to the Future corner. I want to get the 2015 Doc Brown at some point, and Griff Tannen at some point, and hopefully they'll make Back to the Future 3 Doc and Marty and Biff, so that'd be cool. This little book stopper, some of my manga books, my magic cards, just a tidy little shelf there. And then here is my Neca Horror shelf, kind of empty because I did move some of my Neca stuff to another shelf. Aliens and Predators are somewhere else because they're not really horror, they're sci-fi. Same with Terminator, so this is just horror right here. You know, Chucky, Scream, Evil Dead, Jason, Freddy, Pennywise, Michael, Halloween, all that good stuff. I really dig these figures. I really want to get more horror stuff. You can see Friday the 13th Part 3 Jason back there with the axe in his head. Sorry, it's a little dusty. I haven't dusted yet, but I'll get there at some point. Oh, there's Gizmo. Not really horror, but didn't know where else to stick him. Cute little guy. Here is my weeb/anime shelf. You can see we got some Yu Yu Hakusho back there. Some older Dragon Ball figures are in the back. Inuyasha, some Kingdom Hearts, Ranma 1/2 SH Figuarts, and more Dragon Ball. Love me some Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball itself. And these are the Bandai, not SH Figuarts, but they're that Dragon Ball All-Stars line, which is like slightly less articulated and accessorized version of SH Figuarts. So they're like budget SH Figuarts, which is cool. There's Broly right there. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Vegito. My favorite, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And these are those pull-apart little 5-inch Dragon Ball characters. I forget what they're called, but there's a bunch. You can just take them apart, mix and match parts, which is kind of cool, but they're my stand-in blues until I get some more All-Stars. So yeah. And here we have the TMNT shelf. Knockoff bodies on these 3 turtles, and Raphael is a actual NECA turtle. These guys have been popping back up in Walmarts if you guys are interested. I saw a couple for sale. The price went up, but these knockoffs are okay. Paint's not too bad. They do have actual NECA heads on from the accessory pack, so that's a plus. Some of the hands are actual NECA hands too, but the paint job isn't bad on these for the price that I paid, so I'm kind of happy with them. There's Splinter, more from the accessory pack. Casey Jones, need to get April and Casey from the farm at some point, and then this shelf will be basically complete. We've got Shredder from the first movie, we got Super Shredder, a Foot Soldier, and there's those GameStop turtles in the back, because I've run out of room on there. Bleecker Street, 11th Street, good stuff. Take this shelf. Kind of stalled on TMNT, because like I said, I've mostly got everything that I need. But yeah, this is the movie part with, they count as a movie because they're from that Batman versus TMNT movie. So, Multiverse of Turtles, right? And down here, we've got the super crowded cartoon turtle shelf. So as I said, mostly finished with TMNT. You can see there's 2012 series back there. And then here's the NECA 80s, 90s line from the TV show that we all grew up with. Well, if you're my age, which is in your 30s, late 20s, whatever you want to say. But yeah, digging the shelf too. It's very full, very crowded. But there's a lot of turtle stuff, and there's a lot more that keeps coming out, and that's why I stopped, because they are expensive. Favorite turtle right there, Raphael. A little dusty, but that's okay. And going down, we have our Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Hasbro's Lightning Collection. Have most of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stuff that I want, other than the monsters and stuff that are coming out now, so that's cool. Don't think I'm going to get the Ninjetti, because it's just more excuse for Hasbro to take money from me. And these are my Power Rangers right here. These are my favorite, especially Tommy right there. As you can see, we got Cat in the back. Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is great. There's that Zordon and Alpha 5 2-pack from Walmart. King Sphinx, Tenga Warrior, Pumpkin Rapper, Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, Goldar, all the goodies. Evil Green Ranger, good Green Ranger. Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, right? Moving on down, we've got more Power Rangers. We've got Zeo, Tommy Oliver, my favorite Ranger. Boom Comics in the back with Draken, and the Ranger Slayer, Pink Ranger Slayer. Then we've got In Space. Most of the crews are there for both of these. I'm just missing Pink for Zeo and Blue and Silver for In Space. Also the Phantom Ranger, I'll get him at some point. I have Magna Defender because he's a cool guy. Plus, you can kind of fudge it with the Psycho Rangers because they're in Lost Galaxy. He's from Lost Galaxy. Not one of my favorite series, but he looks cool, and that's what matters, right? And on the last shelf of this side of my collection, we've got one of my favorite lines from the last couple years, G.I. Joe Classified Series from Hasbro. I've been slowly building these guys. I've got most of the races other than the movie figures. Still haven't seen that movie, to be honest, because I really don't care. It's probably shitty. Crappy. Sorry for the language. But you can see my Stealth Captain America is in there because you can fudge it. He fits in there pretty well. Why wouldn't Captain America help the Joes if he had the opportunity? Then we got Cobra on this side with, of course, Cobra Command in the front. A couple of Cobra coils back there with some henchmen on it. Firefly, Storm Shadow, Zartan, Major Blood, Destro. All of those great bad guys are on this shelf. And there's, Breaker and Ram. My kit bashed Roadblock, Flint, Lady J, Duke, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Barbecue, Gung Ho. The whole gang is here. Hasbro's doing a great job with this line, and I'm excited to see what's happening in the future. They're going back to a lot of those classic designs instead of the newer kind of techie stuff, so happy to see that, because, I like all these figures, but some of them don't match the aesthetic of the others. But Hasbro looks to be fixing that. They're reissuing a bunch of them with their older styles, and don't know if I'll pick them up, but I'll definitely grab the ones I don't have for sure. More kitties there. There's Oreo and there's Twix just chilling out. I guess they're considered part of my collection, huh? Huh, Oreo? Then we got this big old tub of Bionicles and Lego Technic and stuff. I do have more Legos. They're just put away somewhere. But yeah, it's technically part of my collection. It's just not displayed. They're all sitting there. You can see the toe of light right on top. Some of the other ones. And then we've got the wall of empty boxes. Just in case I ever need to pack them away or resell them or whatever. I've got a bunch of boxes here. So definitely probably not going to resell most of my figures, but you know, it's good to have some of these. It does help with the value, especially if they're not destroyed. There's one that's actually in box. New Hope Darth Vader. Didn't want two of them on my shelf, but Empire and New Hope card back, so that's cool. There's the Target exclusive wave, which I got all for retail, luckily. Back to the Future. Cool stuff. Terminator. Scream. Archive wave. Yeah, lots of empty boxes on my shelf or on my wall, but that's okay, right? And starting at the top of my Star Wars shelf, you can see I've got the Snow Speeder. I've got that Scout Trooper from The Mandalorian with his speeder bike, the Dewback and Stormtrooper, Rey and her speeder, and then there's emphasis on her speeder. So I do have some of the vehicles. I wish I had all of them. I'd love to get that TIE Fighter and Luke's Land Speeder someday just to round out the collection. That being said, I am kind of burnt out on Black Series because a lot of reuse, a lot of reissue, a lot of stuff that we just don't want. Hasbro, get it together, please. And the top shelf is my Jabba's Palace / Scum and Villainy shelf. You can see Luke there. Bunch of bounty hunters, Tusken Raiders, Jawas, Han Solo and Carbonite, of course, Jabba himself. Yeah, some good figures here. Some not so great figures like this guy. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of a completionist. I like to have my display looking the way I like it. And unfortunately, that means I like to have all the characters and background characters and what have you. So Hasbro definitely got me bad with this line. That being said, I have slowed down a lot. There's just a couple ones I want to pick and choose now instead of getting whole waves and all that. So here is our extended universe with the shows and movies shelf, at least one of them. This is more of the going into the Imperial era of shows and stuff. So Mandalorian, Rebels, Solo, Rogue One, all that kind of stuff. You can see it's pretty packed. I need risers. I need more shelves. We all know this. There's my Rebel stuff. My favorite Star Wars characters right there. Ahsoka Tano. Model kit R2-D2, which is more accurate to scale. My custom Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. Grogu. Custom head Mando. Looking great. Pedro Pascal. Bo-Katan. Custom disguised Mando back there. Sorry, it's not focusing. We got Casca. Lots of good stuff on this shelf. Then moving on down, we've got the original trilogy / sequel trilogy Skywalker Saga shelf here. Most of the characters are present. Starting in the back with A New Hope. Moving on up to Empire and Return of the Jedi. And then on this side, we've got our sequel movies with Rey and the rest of the Resistance. Luke, Poe, Finn, Maz Kanata. Lots of cute stuff here with BB-8, Dio, Porgs, Babu Frick. Yeah, my favorite movie is Empire, so of course Empire's right up front in the middle. Favorite OT character, Han Solo there with Princess Leia. My custom End of Return of the Jedi Luke with the belt. That is from Outer Rim Traders, I believe. Could be from somewhere else. If I am, I'm mistaken. I'm sorry, but you know. This lightsaber that he comes with is crappy. Look how that lightsaber does not sit in there. But that's a problem with all of the green lightsabers for Luke. But he looks good, so that's what matters. It is the Endor Luke. Moving on down, we're into the prequel era with the Clone Wars and Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace. So lots of good stuff here, lots of clones. Ahsoka Tano, once again, my favorite character. Galaxy of Adventure R2 because he kind of fits in with that little Clone Wars aesthetic we got going on. Captain Rex up front with the Bad Batch, my favorite right there. Wrecker, some Mandalorians from the Clone Wars, bunch of clones. Love clone troopers, way more than stormtroopers. They're cool, they're great. We need more Jedis from Attack of the Clones, of course. There's Mace Windu. There's Anakin. Anakin, before he goes and murders all the younglings. There's my episode 3 Obi-Wan with the clone commander Obi-Wan head. Skin tones don't match that well, but I don't really want to paint it because the archive one would match a little bit better. And then I put that archive head on my clone commander instead of the one that's on there now, which is a custom head, which is a lot darker. So I'd rather have this head on there. It's the best Obi-Wan head. I don't know why they don't reuse it anyway. I know archive is a re-release, but one of those gripes I have with Hasbro in the Black Series. But yeah, favorite shelf right here as far as Star Wars go. And then down here we have the It's Good to Be Bad shelf with the Empire and the First Order. You can see we've got good old Palps there, ready to electrocute Vader and Luke for not doing what he wants. We've got the sequel trilogy, Kylo Ren, all 3 movies. The only Knight of Ren they released. We've got Darkseid Rey, some First Order troops back there, Captain Phasma, Snoke, and we've got the Imperial commanders in the back, you know, Tarkin, Gideon, Thrawn, all those guys that we love to hate. And we've got our Empire Strikes Back Vader with all of our good old stormtroopers, death troopers, scout troopers, shore troopers, jump troopers, incinerator troopers, scout troopers, Imperial probe droids. We've got it all here. You can see the Inferno Squad, Iden Versio right there. Don't have another head for her, unfortunately. Second sister. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Copyright strike. Pretty massive Star Wars collection, if I do say so myself. Boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Lots of boxes. Accessories, more boxes. And there's all my extra figures in there on top of my light box for filming. And there are my Kickstarter spawns. One of them is unboxed. You'll see that in my collection. I finally took one out. And there's just some random stuff for, you know, backgrounds for pictures and stuff. So just some random crap. Needs organized, but who wants to do all that? We are moving into the home stretch here with my Marvel Legends collection, the rest of it at least. All the MCU runoff up here. Lots of Spider-Man because he's my favorite. Lots of cool stuff on this shelf that doesn't fit in the endgame display, but that's okay because I love the MCU. There's some of the Fox figures back there. Sorry, the lighting isn't the best in my bedroom. Don't have an overhead light, but you can still see everything pretty well, I think. Lots of cool stuff. Moving on down, we have the Avengers shelf. Avengers, Defenders, what have you. Different teams, different heroes and stuff. We can see Moon Knight up in the front. My favorite, Spider-Man, of course, front and center. Captain America, Iron Man, War Machine, Hulk, Red Hulk. He's a bad guy, but like I said, I want to throw him up there. Love Marvel Legends. I'm getting back into it because there's a lot of great releases from Hasbro as far as this line goes. They're doing a great job. Moving on down, we've got Deadpool, X-Men, and the baddies, because don't know where to put them. Don't want a whole shelf for them because I threw all the Spider-Man stuff together. So this is X-Men bad guys, Avengers bad guys, Captain America bad guys, just bad guys in general. You can see Norman. He's a big old bad in the entire Marvel universe. So he deserves a spot with the big boys. You know, Doom, Kang, Thanos, Red Skull, all that good stuff. Have most of the 90s X-Men team, just missing Bishop, I believe, and Archangel. And then going on down, another favorite shelf of mine, Spider-Man. All Spider-Man, all the time. We've got the whole gang here. Sorry it's so dark. But, let me see if I can... There we go, that's much better. Now you can see everybody. Miles, one of the best figures of last year. Peter, Pumpkin Eater. There's my Kit Bashed MJ with Gwen. Lots of good stuff on the shelf. Plenty of symbiotes. Agent Venom, Carnage, Spider-Ham. Lots of great stuff on the Marvel Legends side of things. Sorry, I'm getting a little lazy as time goes on. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would have to film because I've just got so much. Not complaining. Here's some of my girlfriend's collection. She builds model kit Gundams. And down below that is my displaced WWE collection. They're all just sitting in that ring because I needed more room and they don't have priority. Poor guys and girls, but not that they're not cool. I just have a bunch and it's not, I'm pretty much stalled on that line because I have all my favorite wrestlers. I'm not really watching WWE right now, so I got everyone I could possibly need. We got the Hardys, Triple H, Drew McIntyre, The Rock, Stone Cold, Finn Balor, Kurt Angle, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Chicken Legs Lesnar right there. We got everybody. So, don't really need any more. Undertaker in the middle. Edge, the Hardys. Again, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy are probably my favorite wrestlers. CM Punk in the back there. Yeah, there's my wrestlers. And moving on over, we've got our Neca and Mcfarland Gears of War collection. It's a smaller collection, but I love Delta Squad. That's all a bunch of Delta Squads right there, so that's cool. Then we've got our random DC stuff. None of the Mcfarland Multiverse are on this shelf, but it's like Mattel Multiverse, the GameStop Batman and Batgirl and Robin and Alfred, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum character figures back there. Then we've got some DC collectibles in the back with Green Arrow and Flash. More Harley. Yeah, it's a bit of a smaller portion of my collection, but, you know, I like DC. Just moved on to Mcfarland, so don't really need to expand this part anymore. And neither with Gears. And as I said, I moved some of my NECA collection, and here they are. The Aliens, the Predators, the Terminators, all that good stuff. Looking cool. Ripley, Rhino Alien, Dutch, T-800, John Connor, Sarah Connor, T-1000, bunch of different Predators. Good stuff. And here is our super crowded Mcfarland DC Multiverse shelf. Mostly Batman, because Todd only wants to make Batman. Kind of mad about it, because I don't have an actual Justice League on this shelf. I've just got Flash, Superman, and Batman. So, kind of mad. But there's, look, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman from Justice League. I know they have Cyborg and Flash and Aquaman, but I haven't picked them up yet. Some Arkham stuff back there. The Bruce Timm animated stuff back there. Batman Who Laughs. My favorite DC character, Nightwing, right there. They don't have a Green Arrow. What is up with that? My other favorite character. Where's Green Arrow? Where's Ollie? Where's Martian Manhunter? I know that one's coming. But, like, come on, fill out the Justice League, Todd. Stop making Batman and Superman. Just stop, okay? A little bit of a rant there, but I'm kind of mad about it. I do like this Batman, though. Batman Beyond, one of my top 10 figures. He's great. I love Terry McGinnis. He's way better than Bruce Wayne will ever be and ever could be, because he's not so broody and angsty. This is just my random stuff shelf. You can see we got Mcfarland, Witcher there, NECA, Nathan Drake, SH Figure Arts, Mofx, I think that's a Mattel Joker, like a movie line, and then Doomslayer, which apparently is a bit of a grail now. People missed out on that and are salty about it, but I didn't. I got him when he came out. My custom washed Master Chief, I gave him some grit, some grime. Storm Collectibles, Gears of War. I felt like they deserved their own spot on the shelf as opposed to being down there with the others. Nightwing statue, horrible Shepherd figure. There is my Kickstarter spawn I was telling you all about. Ryder from the horrible Mass Effect Andromeda game. My two favorite Game of Thrones characters, Arya and Jon. Kratos from God of War 4, and Hit Girl in the back, and Shell from Portal. So yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash of figures on this shelf, but that's okay. They need a place to be, and this is where it is. One of my girlfriend's Gundams. She's got a lot. And some hand-me-downs I gave to her, like extras. I bought her that Joker. She's got a bunch of Gundams. Not part of my collection, but still cool. Look at all these boxes up on the shelf of hers. There's her little workspace. I got her Nobel for her birthday. She's such a cool Gundam. G Gundam, one of the best Gundam series. We are on to the final part of my collection. Up top, we have our statues and our random collectibles. We've got our Master Chief from Halo 3 Collector's Edition. Indiana Jones from Disney World, way back from when I was a kid. One of my favorite movies is Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then we've got Sam and Dean and Baby from my favorite TV show of all time, Supernatural. It's so dusty, I'm sorry. The Impala came with different figures that are crappy, so I replaced it with these ones. Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles, it looks like them. They're great. So I wanted to have these guys on my shelf. Sad there's no action figures for the show, but at least I have this die-cast Baby and the boys. Nightwing once again, and then moving down. We've got my old Toy Biz Lord of the Rings collection. I know Diamond Select is making some, but I'll stick with my old stuff because I just have so many. Can't really replace them. It's really dusty over here. You can tell I haven't dusted for a while, which I definitely need to, but you know, we've got bad guys, we've got good guys. We have the Fellowship up there. And down here, a couple more random things. My Little Ponies, Treebeard over in the corner, and a Donald Duck piggy bank from when I was a kid. And yeah, that's my entire collection update for 2022. Toy Biz did a great job with this line, just saying. Rest in peace, Toy Biz. So there you have it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at my collection because I sure did. It was a lot of fun to go through and talk about it. I love collecting action figures. It's my main hobby. I love sharing it with you guys, so hopefully there's a lot more to come in the future. Happy 2022, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love ya. Bye.